What's up, everyone? How you guys doing today, man? Hey, been watching you guys post videos online. All right, what's up, Finn? Yo, been watching you guys post videos online, mainly just Finn and Ren and Blake. Um, the last video that Blake posted, he said he got in the 7 minute drill, 30 makes. Said it took him about 20 extra seconds though, so pretty close to 30 right there. I would love to see you guys get 30 makes and with that drill. All right, for the 7 minute drill, it's make 20 layups from the elbow, touching the elbow each time and alternating hands. Then make 5 in a row from the elbows, and then you shoot 3-pointers until the 7 minute timer expires. Getting 30 would be a huge goal. Our leader in that regard is Sean Smith, getting 43. Once someone beats his score, I will replace it online. But 43 is tough, man. And my highest ever is probably like 30. I don't think I've ever gotten higher than that. But I would regularly see our best shooters get 35 to 40 in college. Again, but you guys are like high schoolers and 8th graders, 7th graders, some of you. To get that high score would be really, really tough. So good luck. Maybe you guys can do it. Maybe you can't. But as long as you try, that's going to be getting you better. Especially for game time stuff. Weekend shots by Finn. I love the weekend shots because if you can shoot with both hands, people can stop you a lot less. All right, so weekend shots like full-on jumpers would help your floater and your layup later on. All right, so just basically pretend like your arm got chopped off and that you're left-handed. You can use your right hand to guide the ball, so it's like an imaginary arm. Lastly, we have Finn Kaufman 5-week challenge. All right, your floater sucks. Well, make your floater dope. It's as easy as that. How's the 5-week challenge going, Finn? Let us know in the comment section, man. That thing is it's a long one, but shoot, it's a great one. And I assure you, if you had the friends helping you out, it'd be that much easier. So you have to learn how to inspire other people, and inspiring others. It's a tough task. Day 1 of week 2. All right, good job, man. All right, quote of the day is, there's no substitute for guts. All right, there's no substitute for guts. And I think in my life, I try to have as much guts as I can. Like every time that I came up to a girl that I thought was like too hot for me or like too cute or whatever, like too cool, I used to make myself say something to them. And it was always like the scariest thing ever. Anytime that I get scared to like speak in public, I make myself do it. Anytime that I get scared in a game to go out there and do something, I make myself do it. And I think if I had one thing, it's guts. All right, because in the movies, that's always people that are like that I admire, the people that went out there and put themselves out there and weren't afraid to look stupid, to look dumb, to fail. So I wanted to be like those guys. All right, so there's no substitute for guts. All right, going on to our elementary drills, we have layups, sideline out of bounds for shots, zone flex screens, don't cross half court on the trap, 0 to 3 seconds down by 3 with free throws, and then 5-on-5 Nash then dash. All right, I'll talk about the 5-on-5 Nash then dash. I like this drill, man. I was watching some footage of us like playing basketball, and I was coaching, and so you can always hear me in the tape because I'm loud as hell during games. But I don't even know if I'm going to be able to coach anymore, man. It's been so long since we've had a game. I don't know what to say. It's crazy because I was just like yelling constantly. And it's really, really weird. But for this scenario, we would make one team really tired and the other team not. So it's called Nash then Dash, where the best team runs. All right. And we're going to scrimmage these two teams. So the best team will run for 3 minutes, and then they will play for 3 minutes. And the loser of that game has to run another Nash drill. So there's one team, the better team, that's dead tired. And then if they lose the game, the 3-minute game, they have to run another Nash drill, whereas the lesser team doesn't run to begin with. And if they lose the game, then they have to run one Nash drill. But the team that wins doesn't have to run that second Nash drill. And what this does is it puts you in game time situation. I'm sure that a 3-minute Nash drill and immediately playing will be about as tired as you will possibly get during any game by the end. Especially with the other team not running at all, they're going to be running full speed, probably, hopefully. But they shouldn't be as good as you, so it should kind of even out. So this gives both teams a chance, and it also puts us in a unique position so we can like try practicing our plays, shooting our shots, playing defense while dead tired. And it has to be like right away. And then with the consequence of running again, neither team should want to run again. And it should really like put things into perspective in terms of like how gritty you can possibly be. So I like the 5-on-5 Nash then dash. Let's see, sideline out of bounds for shots. This drill is run with the one person taking out the ball can have 2 balls in his hand, and then I believe, yeah, just 2 balls in his hand. You can also do 2 balls and the person behind his hand too, so you can pass to all 4 players, and then they can be in a box situation. 2 people on the block, 2 people on the elbow, and then you guys can screen across. For our play, what we do for our out of bounds play is we have the opposite block sprint to the corner while being screened by the strong side block, who then turns around and post up, and then we have the strong side elbow screen for the opposite elbow, and he comes up as the person who just screened flares out to the opposite wing. So those are the 4 shots that we're going to shoot. And as you pass it in, you'll pass to the corner with the one hand, pass the ball to the post with the other hand, maybe, and then the person behind you can pass the ball to the weak side for that shot, and then pass the ball inbounds to the point guard coming up top. As soon as they pass that pass, the guy taking the ball out of bounds can step in for a shot. As the point guard catches, he can rip it through while everyone else is shooting their shots, drive, and then kick back to the person who took the ball out of bounds. Because it's a very popular saying, and it's true. Takes the ball out of bounds is the most dangerous person on the court, especially if there's like 5 seconds left, because his man is usually not paying that much attention to him. All right. And after he passes the ball in, usually the person that was guarding that guy turns his head. All right. So you can sprint to a new spot and then spot up. So while you guys are playing defense, think about that kind of stuff on sideline out of bounds. The person taking the ball is usually the dangerous man on the court. All right. And there's a very, very famous anecdote story with Robert Horry. He played for the Los Angeles Lakers at this point in time, is playing against the San Antonio Spurs. And San Antonio, they know Robert Horry. All right? No matter how bad he is, how good he is, whatever, they know at the last seconds of the game, you got to watch out for this dude. They said, watch Bob, okay? That's what they were saying the entire timeout. Then they passed the ball in bounds. The Lakers did. The ball like gets like bobbled or something like that, and then like someone goes diving for it, but then like Shaq picks it up or someone throws it back out, and all of a sudden Robert Horry came from out of bounds, inbounds, wide open, no one's within 10 feet of him, and the Spurs were like, what? And then Robert missed that shot. He normally makes them. He went in and out, and they said we couldn't even celebrate. We won the game. Robert Horry missed the shot. He was wide open. That was the one thing that we didn't want to happen, and we allowed it to happen. That dude's the luckiest person alive. So yes, be aware of the person taking the ball out of bounds. Last one that I'll mention, besides the zone flex screens, make sure that you are playing on the top side of the screen. Don't want to be caught on either side during a zone or a flex screen, because they can either seal you in or they can seal you out. But if you're on the top side, then they can't really stop you either way. But don't cross half court, and the trap is the one that I wanted to mention. When you guys are dribbling forward on the press break and you see a trap coming, do not cross that line. All right, you want to retreat dribble and then lure them to you, because if you do cross the line, then you're going to have an extra defender on you, extra 2 defenders on you, meaning the backcourt line and the sideline out of bounds line. They now act as 2 extra defenders, and you can't get out of that. So be aware of crossing half court. Make sure that you're not being double teamed the moment that you do. If you are, don't cross half court, retreat dribble, pass that ball ahead or behind. All right, moving on. We have our talking about some NBA news. They said that Aaron Gordon might get traded to the Portland Trailblazers. I just saw that as like in the rumor mill. Man, that would be a good trade for him. And if you guys have ever heard this show, I mean, although I'm a Lakers fan, my main dude is Dame Lillard. All right. He's like one of my favorite players of all time. He's amazing. He's astonishing. He's the hardest worker. He's like, he has high integrity. Like, I love this dude so much. If he had LaMarcus Aldridge on his team, who was by far better than Aaron Gordon. All right. But during that time, he didn't have CJ McCollum, at least not the current version of CJ McCollum when he got good. CJ McCollum was kind of a scrub when he came in the league, but he got better, and so much better that like he like rivals Dame sometimes. So he's a bona fide superstar. If LaMarcus Aldridge didn't force his way out, mind you, they got nothing for him. They would be like title contenders right now. But what happened was LaMarcus Aldridge left, didn't do anything basically, and is now at the end of his career. It's crazy. You should just stick to the plan and go hard. I mean, all these people are topping teams, stuff like that. If you're not a bona fide like LeBron James, don't be doing that. I mean, like, because your impact somewhere else may not be the same impact that you had there. But anyways, if they get Aaron Gordon, I don't know who they'll have to give up, but they still have their center coming back. CJ McCollum just came back as well. They'll have Dame on their team. They have Melo coming. I mean, that's a serious team. And if any team beats my Lakers and makes it to the finals, I wouldn't mind it being that team. That would be like astonishing. Who I think is going to come out the West, the East is taken care of. I cannot imagine a scenario where the New Jersey Nets lose. I mean, maybe if Giannis is just unstoppable. He would have to he would have to go off in like biblical terms. Like they legit have no one to stop Giannis. I get it, but he can't just do that every single game. And maybe Chris Middleton will have to have like a 50-point game, 40-point game one time, maybe twice. All right. Did you say the New Jersey Nets? Yes, the New Jersey Nets are going to come out, but maybe the Bucks can stop them. That's about it. But for the West, the state 95 of the Jersey Nets. I said the New Jersey Nets, I think. Not the old Jersey Nets. All right. But for the West, the Clippers are looking great, but they are very, very beatable. Dame and them, if they get an extra player, that would be an amazing team. The Utah Jazz must be spoken about, but I can't imagine that team making the finals. I just can't. And that might be because of the history of the Utah Jazz, but dude, I mean, I like their shooters and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm just not feeling them because I don't think that they can stop a dominant LeBron James or a dominant Kawhi Leonard. Once those guys get going, they're just really, really hard to stop. And in the playoffs, it comes down to like one or two players dominating a lot, as you saw last year when it was Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray just going back and forth, right? It comes down to like almost like a one-on-one game. And who can beat LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard one-on-one? No one. So I see it being the Clippers coming out, and I'm still cheering for the Lakers. But without AD, I don't think that they can do it. But if they do, the team facing the Nets, dang. I don't think that the Clippers stand no. And I think if the Lakers make it, it's far-fetched, but it's possible. I think LeBron James can beat them without AD. And if he does that, I mean, it would just be over in terms of the GOAT debate. So, like, but what's going to happen is KD's going to, like, not play. Blake Griffin's going to suck. DJ is going to be too old. Kyrie's going to have a few bad games or hot dog too much. And the only consistent one that I see will be James Harden. But once people start like missing and stuff, he'll start doing his old thing again. So that's how I see it going down. The Nets are going to be the champions unless LeBron does some crazy, crazy stuff. That's what I pick. Let me see. First going to be the Brooklyn Nets in the finals easily. Yeah. That's what I said. All right. Anyway, let's move on to our trivia question for the day. All right. Wait, let's go to a trivia question after the middle school stuff. All right, middle school, we have wall, floor, tap, dribbles. All right, I'm making a highlight video of all you guys basically, and I'm just going to be my ad here. So it's going to be a 1.5-minute video, and it's just be flashing across everything that we do with like details behind it or like videos behind it. So I'll be like, we have year-round games, and it'll be like someone playing a game. We do combines, so have someone like jumping over the hurdles, just something like that, or maybe like the vert tester, I think, and then it'll say like our entire program, and then say our mission statement. Maybe put like me dunking in the middle of it, saying that like, we have like coaches and crap like that. I don't like doing videos like that, but I'm gonna need something like that, so I'm creating it. I also included the wall floor dribbles that Finley did because I really liked how she did that. All right, so the wall floor tap dribbles, just go as fast as you possibly can. I don't know if I have any of you guys in it. I think Blake is in it at one point in time. I don't think Ren or Finn, you guys are part of our program long enough. I don't know. I just kind of pulled stuff from Instagram. Let's see. So wall floor tap dribbles, double team step through. Anyway, I'll have that video done by the end of the week. I'm working on it really, really hard right now. Play with the key points. That means you get inside the key, you get a point. I like this sort of like playing 5-on-5 because if you get inside this side of the key and then you pass back out successfully, you get a point. It's basically like that for games. I mean, because if you do that constantly, you're like Chris Paul. If you sprint to the middle of the key, especially if you drive toward the middle and then you kick out, you're just making the defense move, recover. You're giving easier shots. Think about how easy it is to play one-on-one when they roll the ball out to you and they close out for our one-on-one games versus them just starting out on you, right? It's easier if they're closing out. So when you drive and kick, you're creating closeout situations. You're creating mismatches. You're creating like rotation problems for the other team to try to go through. So that's why we play with the key points. Scale and hype. Those are just 2 plays with our flare cut and our post play. 4 to 9 seconds down by 3 with free throws. If we have like about 7 seconds left, down by 3 with free throws, you got to make both free throws. We're not doing miss one on purpose because you have enough time. If you have 6 seconds left, you have enough time to make both free throws and then foul them right away after denying really, really heavily. Then let them go down and maybe miss one free throw. Then you have one chance to either win it or tie it toward the end. Then 5-on-5 winners run. All right, 5-on-5 winners run shows how much you truly want to win. All right, because if you win this one, you have to run. All right, there might be some people dogging it, but screw those guys. Anyways, let's move on to our trivia question for the day. Again, if you get this question, you get $1 million. Wait, no, check that. You get nothing right now, but I will hype that up, and eventually we're going to do this. This weekend, I have the guy finally coming to put together my PC. And oh my God, it's so much stuff. I don't know if I can turn this all the way, but the PC thing is right. All this stuff is for the PC. I mean, it's like so much stuff. All right. So, I mean, I'll get it taken care of eventually, but it should be this weekend. He's coming over at 11. So hopefully he doesn't need more than like that time to take care of it. And then I'll be up and running by next Monday. All right. And with that said, we will have better trivia stuff, and I will keep tabs of everything like that. And so, and then by maybe like every month, I will mail someone a coin. All right. So that's my plan. Anyways, the trivia question for today doesn't count for the long term, but it does count. I put in a random number, and it gave me the random number, and it told me to select this one right there. And I will come up with the question. Here's the question for today. All right, the trivia question for today. Who do we have on here? Finn? Only Finn? I got 2 people on. Who knows? All right, we'll find out if Finn can get this one or whoever else is on. All right, there was a group of young players, all right, back in the 90s, and they wore baggy shorts. And no, I'm joking. I want to know Michigan's Fab Five. I want to know not who the players were would be a good question to ask. I know what the violation was for their last game played together. All right, what violation happened their last game played together? All right, they had a game. they lost the game and they had a particular violation. And maybe who did the violation, I guess, is a question. What violation occurred during the Fab Five's last game together? All right. Let me know in the comment section. The winner of the trivia question wins nothing, just wins. Anyways, I'm moving on while you guys figure that one out. And again, you can type it into Google if you have to, but you should be able to figure it out first. You can check our History of Hoops section, and under the curriculum page on 50 All-Stars are on Limitless Hoops under the Challenges section. Challenges section, History of Hoops. Anyways, high school, you guys have Monoginobili layup, handoff to 2 shots, offensive free throw rebounds, side and right, 0 to 3 seconds down by 3 with free throws, 5-on-6 press break. All right, so for 0 to 3 seconds down by 3 with free throws, gambling was not the violation. That is not how they ended their the Fab Five. You would think, huh? Nope, the Fab Five ended with this particular violation. Hint, it was not a travel call. There you go. It's something like that, like a violation. All right. Anyways, it's a very, very famous play too. It's like ridiculously famous. Like any adult knows this. Any adult that watches basketball knows this just like that. It's the most infamous thing ever. All right, 0 to 3 seconds down by 3 with free throws. If you have 3 seconds left and you're down by 3, now you do make one and miss one, because now if you foul them, they only have 2 seconds. They can just throw the ball off the rim, beat you. All right. So with 3 seconds or less, now you want to do make one, miss one. If you happen to miss the first one, now you're kind of screwed. You have to flash people out for 3-point shots. So you want to definitely make the first one. Then miss the second one by throwing it high arc, slightly to the right if you're right-handed, slightly to the left if you're left-handed, off the backboard. The ball should bounce high. And then once you catch it, you're seeking a foul and then making a layup. They should be trying to avoid you, because if they give up, the Weber thing. Yes, and what was the Weber thing? Because if you get an offensive rebound and you try to power up and they just gave up an offensive rebound, they will not want to foul you. So they're going to be jumping away. So understand that, go at them, and then score it. When he called a timeout when they had none, congratulations, you win again, Finn. All right, Finn's win once again. That all rhymes, so it's cool. Yes, Chris Webber called a timeout. And it wasn't just him calling a timeout. If you look at the tape, he talked about that on his thing. Yeah. If you look at the tape of the game, they were favored to win, and everyone on the bench, like even the coaches, they were saying timeout. But you can only call timeout if you're on the court. And he saw them and just started calling timeout. He didn't know that they didn't have extra timeouts. If you have no more timeouts left and you call a timeout, that's a technical foul, and the other team gets free throws. And that's how they lost their last game. The Fab Five, they were some top recruit kids on the same team, all 5 of them. They wore baggy shorts before anyone else wore baggy shorts. They actually made them a fad. So if you aren't wearing your shorts up to your butt, it's because of the Fab Five. No one else wore baggy shorts. Like, John Stockton back in the 80s, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, those guys wore like high shorts. Once the Fab Five did the long shorts, they all changed. Fab Five, they were like monstrously cool with the main players were Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose, Chris Webber. They also had Jeremy King, and then some 5th guy. All right, but they were the 4 of them made the NBA. They were an amazing team, and they won when they were very, very young as well. He talks about that in his thing. Jalen Rose was on that team. Yep. And they were like Allen Iverson before Allen Iverson. They were like the cool people. Like they changed popular culture. It was like a really, really interesting time period. But watch the Fab Five video. It's very, very interesting. But yeah, the timeout call, they started teaching that to everyone right after that. They were like, don't ever do anything this stupid. I know that a few years ago, some team lost on an offensive rebound on a free throw. Now coaches talk about that one a lot as well. This was like the same sort of thing. And Chris Webber could have won a national championship, but now he couldn't, because he went to the NBA after that. He was the first pick, got traded to the Golden State Warriors from the Orlando Magic. But so that was just his career. So that was his one chance. So it was big time, and he lost. Then he got 81 dropped on him later. He did by Kobe. All right. Anyways, let's go to our another one for the high school would be hand up to 2 shots. That's dribbling out, and they can go back door, and you can pass to them, or they can come for the handoff, or you can do a fake handoff. But then the second pass comes from the out of bounds player, and that's how we can do handoff to 2 shots. So it's either backdoor, and then you throw that pass, and then you get a pass from the second person, or the guy fakes it and it comes for the handoff, you hand it off, and then you get a second pass from the third person, and that person shoots his shot. Or you go for a fake handoff, then you go for your layup, and then they pass to your boy back there. So you can do this with 3 or more people, where the person off the court has a ball, and the point guard has a ball as well, and it's just a fake handoff, or backdoor play with the other person who doesn't get the ball being passed to by the out of bounds person. Right? And it's just working on that timing, getting it straight, so that during games you can do it like that. Motivational story of the day is: don't even think of the consequences of missing a big shot. For when you think about the consequences, you think of a negative result, and you lessen your chance to make that shot. All I think about, I swear to you, when I shoot last second shots, is shooting it. First of all, I'm just shooting it. I don't care if someone blocks me or not. I'm shooting the shot the best that I possibly can, 1. And then 2, once it's out of my hands, all I think about is, how am I going to celebrate? Am I going to run from these people when they tackle me? Is it going to be is it a cool face? I mean, how is this going to go down? And that's all I think of. And I hit a lot of those things. I'm not going to lie. Straight up, I'm good at hitting last second shots, because I just feel like when you shoot a shot during the game, this is bad, but I start thinking about maybe I can do a jump pass. Maybe I shouldn't be shooting. Maybe the coach is going to take me out. Maybe my man's going to block the shot. Whatever. I don't know. Is this the great shot? I think about a lot of things, but when the last second shot comes, I have to shoot this. No one's going to blame me for missing it. No one's going to blame me for getting blocked. It's like, dude, I have to shoot this thing. And I love those shots more than anything alive. So don't think negative thoughts when you're shooting those shots. You're only thinking positive thoughts, whatever those positive thoughts may be. All right. Anyways, moving on. We got about a few more minutes. I already talked about all the movies. Again, let me know if you watch the movies. I'm working on the lighting and stuff like that. I got a hair light right here. I haven't really figured everything out yet, straight up. But I will eventually make this thing perfect. But I assume that you can hear me. I don't have my headphones on because the thing's a little too far away, and the thing will get in its way. So I ordered a longer extension cord. I told you guys last time that I kind of whiffed on finding a place. But now I have 2 more places that I'm looking at. One place is already established, and they want me in there with all my extra equipment. But I don't want them using it too much, and I want to be able to use a gym. So I don't want to get in a place and have them be like, nah, you can't use it on Christmas. I want to be able to use that gym anytime that I want. So if I am going to partner up with someone, it's got to be I have complete freedom. So I'm going Sunday to go look at a place. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'm going to start inviting people. I have a wait list on the website set up, but I'm going to start inviting people probably next week once I get my video up and running. And I'm going to send it out to thousands of players to see what happens. I'm also getting cards, so I'm going to pass those out as well. So we'll see how it takes. I'm about to do the review on Gridiron Gang. Oh, yeah, let me know how that goes. Again, you don't have to tell the whole plot, but you can definitely tell me what you thought about the movie, your favorite parts, or whatever, any part that we might get inspired by. But tell me this: did you like the movie? Just tell me that. Did you like the movie? I do remember watching it. I might have to watch that one again. If I have to watch a movie for this month, man, at a movie that I haven't seen, I think I've seen most of these movies. I haven't seen Breaking Away, and I haven't seen The Damn United. So out of those 2, which one would I want to see? Maybe Breaking Away. I mean, it seems like a coming of age movie. It's kind of deep and stuff like that. That's the one that I might see. As for my notes for my hype video, yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I'm going to be talking about, basically it's going to be broken down like this. All right. Now I'll explain it so you guys can see if I do it well. So right in the beginning, it's going to be our logo. Right. And then above our logo is going to be on the website flashing, whatever. Right. And then right out of that, it should be fast music, kind of Rocky sort of music, like rock music. with our events just flashing across the scene, like with like games, training, 7 days per week, and then it'll drop down and say like Sundays we do shooting, open gyms, and then like Saturday we'll drop down as well. Then like workouts, then team practices, and all the while in the background, as I'm mentioning team practices, it'll show us doing a team practice. All right, and then three to 5 year olds, boom, flash three to 5 year olds as well. Then our travel stuff, it'll show like clips from our travel things, just for like 3 seconds each. And then that we do film breakdowns, camps, clinics, adult leagues. We'll just like flash across there, like with like a video or like an image of our adult league people together, so that the parents can know that they can play too. Private sessions, combines, boot camps, and then boom, it'll show me slow motion doing my 360 dunk in slow motion and be like, we have the best trainers. And that'll be like slower music. And then right after that, it'll go to hip hop music. And then boom, 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 like that. And it'll go to our mission statement that says the whole thing. Our mission statement being like, even if you don't win, you still can't lose. Like with our whole mission statement in 5 different parts, with an extra big screen in the back with the blurred image of just like you guys like playing in the background, maybe like different colors for each one. And then eventually it'll just fade out to our logo again, about a minute and a half, like that. That's my goal. But anyways, when I put that out, I'll put it on Instagram. Let me know if you like it, and we'll see if it actually works. But yeah, you guys keep working. I'm watching your homework. Great job so far. Keep it going. Keep working hard, and go a little bit harder out there. All right. Whatever you're doing and you're filming, especially, go as hard as you possibly can in game time shots. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Great job today, Finn, with the trivia question. Peace, man.